everyone, and welcome to Late Night News with Vivi Gaming. Today I'm going to talk about the struggles of saving stamina in Love Nikki. Recently it has been announced that with a stamina event just over the horizon, there are a lot of people scrambling for stamina. I get you. I have been scrambling too. As of today, I have collected a whopping 252 stamina for an event that requires over 9,000. I got this, boys! I got this! Actually, no, I don't got this, but if you need tips on getting stamina, do check out my previous video, 9 tips on getting stamina. Link is on the description below. Who knows, it might save you some diamond spendage when the event comes. Anyway, I saw this post by Reddit user Maja, and I really want to highlight the struggles that non-American players have to go through. I'm gonna read this to you. So it is titled, "Many Europeans are at a disadvantage with stamina events, so let's make our voices heard." When I saw this title, I was like, oh my gosh, let me click, because I get it. I am a Californian player playing in C server and Chinese server, and second stamina time for me is 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I get what Maya is going through. It hurts! You're missing precious stamina and it blows! Anyway, let's see what she has to say. Wow, look at the upvotes. This is massive. I think this is the most upvoted post in the front page of Love Nikki right now. Anyway, it says, in most time zones in Europe, the daily 60 stamina claim at 1900 hours to 2100 hours server time is in the middle of the night / very early morning. This makes it quite impossible to claim the stamina unless you have ungodly working hours. It puts us at quite a disadvantage when hoarding stamina. Yes, people will still be able to hoard stamina anyway, but go slower, so we are still at a disadvantage. And especially during stamina events, since missing out on 60 stamina a day is quite a lot and will cost us a lot of diamonds to compensate for. That is so true, 100% true here. I feel this isn't fair at all, and I want us to be heard by Elix. You can't put a large part of your player base at a disadvantage compared to the rest of the world. I heard other games of Elix do have in-game times which are corrected for the time zones. Yes, this is so true. They do this for Food Fantasy, to be able to give everyone a fair chance of participating in in-game events. Why can't Love Nikki have this? Let's make our voices heard. Very well written posts. And Maya, you get a sticker from me and a thumbs up and a high five. Anyway, and Maya makes a very valid point. Love Nikki server is a global server, which means we have players not only in North America, but also in EU, Asia, and Oceania. I can't tell you how many Love Nikki players are in the foreign countries, but I can tell you that according to my YouTube analytics, less than 40% of my viewers are from North America. I mean, what does that tell you? It means the majority of my viewers are non-North American, and I think it's pretty safe to assume that most people here watch me for Love Nikki. So does that mean Love Nikki has more players from overseas? Who knows? But regardless of how many people are in the foreign countries, there are people in foreign countries who are suffering from this time zone thingy. Teacher Viv is here to educate you on how bad it is. So I am going to pull up my handy dandy Excel spreadsheet. Gosh, I love spreadsheets. And in the spreadsheet, I am going to compare the time zones of West Coast, East Coast, London, Sydney, China, and I'm going to tell you when their stamina times are. So over here at the top, here are the regions, and over here are the times starting at like 1 a.m. going all the way to midnight. Let's start with North America, West Coast, where I am from. I am in California. My first stamina time is 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and this is during lunchtime for me when I am at work, so this is a very, very good time. And then my second stamina time is 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Also, a very, very good time. I approve. Up next, let's do North America, East Coast. And this is like New York, Florida, Pennsylvania, and all those other East Coast states. Canada, Toronto, stuff like that. Their first stamina time is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's good. Probably just getting off of school. At least you're awake. Second stamina time. Ooh, it's cutting it close here. It's going to be 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Okay, it's getting late for this one, but for me, I am always up at 11 p.m., so it might not be too bad. And now, let's swim across the Atlantic Ocean and let's go to EU. Let's check out the time zone for London. First stamina time is going to be 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, that's completely doable. But second stamina time, ooh. Okay, I see where Amaya is coming from. Second stamina time is going to be 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. That's like me trying to get stamina from the Chinese server and the C server. So I get her struggles. It's exactly what I'm going through too. It hurts so bad. So if you were to collect the stamina, you need to think to yourself, what's more important, the game or your sleep? Are you willing to lose sleep for this video game? If you are, set an alarm sometime between 4 a.m. to 5:55 a.m. and you will be golden. But if you are not willing to do that, goodbye 60 stamina. And 60 stamina over the course of a week during the stamina event is a lot. It's like 60 times 7 days. That's 420 stamina you are never getting back. And you are going to have to use diamonds to compensate for that missing stamina that we in NA are getting so easily. Anyway, let's swim across the ocean again and let's go to Sydney, Australia. First stamina time, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is cutting it close. I am not awake then, but most people are. I wake up at 7 a.m. usually, so it's like really, really cutting it close for me. I wouldn't be able to do this though. Oi. Second stamina time. Okay, this is doable. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. This would be like around lunchtime. Not so bad. And now, let's go to Asia and let's check out China. First stamina time. Oh, okay, rip Chinese players. Okay. If you are in China, this is what you're gonna do. If you take this game that seriously, you are going to stay up until 3 a.m. You collect your first stamina. And then at like 3:01 a.m. you go to sleep. You get your 8 hours of sleep right here. And then you wake up at 11 a.m. for your second stamina time. That's how you do it. If you want to be a pro player in Love Nikki while you're in China, that you gotta do what you gotta do. You need to get the 3 a.m. stamina and you need to get the 11 a.m. stamina. The struggles. Anyway, I highlighted in blue here, like the bad regions, like the times where people are usually sleeping. I know there are people who works graveyard shifts, so this doesn't really apply to them, but come on. If I see you up at any of these times, I would be like, dude, it's late. Go to sleep. But yeah, I want to know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. Does the time zone thingy affect you at all? Are you needing to wake up at ridiculous hours to collect stamina? If it is, I'm so sorry. Love Nikki should really do something like Food Fantasy is doing. Like, I don't even know what time zone is the server time in Food Fantasy, but stamina time in Food Fantasy is lunchtime, dinner time, and supper time. And that is exactly 12 noon, 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. for me. Like, Food Fantasy literally did the thing where, let me pull back up this article, where they corrected the time zones to match where the users are. It's so great what Food Fantasy did. I wish they could do that in Love Nikki and Miracle Nikki, because maybe then I will finally be able to collect the 60 stamina that I've been missing all this time in Miracle Nikki. Alright, that is all I have. Please share with me your opinions in the comments below. If you want to hear more about Love Nikki and Miracle Nikki news, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.